Wednesday Season 2 Ending Explained, who survived, who escaped, and what comes next? Alright, Addams Family fans, buckle up, because the first half of Wednesday Season 2 just wrapped up, and it's left us with more questions than answers. From creepy new experiments, to a zombie with an actual vocabulary, to yet another killer on the loose, Nevermore. Academy and Willow Hill are more chaotic than ever. If you blinked, you probably missed something huge. So let's break it all down, because that cliffhanger? Brutal.
There's nothing mad about what I'm doing. Fairburn works for me.
The killer is finally revealed. We've seen Wednesday Addams solve her fair share of mysteries, but Season 2 ramps up the stakes. Early on, it and #39 's clear there's a new serial killer on the loose, and as usual, Wednesday's right in the middle of it. Her psychic visions are more intense, her detective instincts are sharper, and her tolerance for nonsense? Still non-existent. To crack the case, she has Uncle Fester institutionalized at Thornhill under the guise of a patient.
Why?
Because her top suspect is Dr. Fairburn, played by Thandai Newton, expert in outcast behavior. Wednesday suspects something shady is happening under the surface at Willow Hill, and she's not wrong. But the twist? Fairburn isn't actually the killer. Instead, it's Judy, Fairburn's quiet, seemingly harmless assistant. Yep, the woman we all probably wrote off as background noise turns out to be the mastermind. Judy's not just some assistant. She's continuing her late father Augustus Stonehurst's twisted legacy. Her goal? Use outcasts as lab rats to siphon their powers and implant them into normies. Sick, right? Her weapon of choice? Crows. Because yes, this show can get even more gothic. Turns out, Judy has inherited avian abilities from her father's experiments, and she's the one commanding the murder of crows that's been lurking all season. One of her targets? Former Sheriff Galpin. And how did she plan to off him? With the birds. Hitchcock would be proud. Uncle Fester and Wednesday discover the truth. Wednesday and Fester manage to find the entrance to a secret lab beneath Willow Hill. They think they're looking for a person named Lois. But surprise, LOIS is actually an acronym for Long-Term Outcast Integration Study. In other words, a government-style program meant to turn outcasts into lab experiments. That's when everything spirals. Just as they start putting the pieces together, Fester tries to disable Judy using his signature jolt of electricity. But that move backfires in the worst way. The electricity shuts down power to the entire institution, disabling all the security systems and unlocking every door in Willow Hill. Yep, it's a full-blown jailbreak. Zombies, experiments, and chaos at Willow Hill. And who walks free in the chaos? Oh, just Pugsley's zombie bestie named Slurp. Honestly, Slurp started off as a joke character, a goofy undead friend that Pugsley accidentally brought back to life. But now, he's terrifying. Slurp has been steadily gaining intelligence ever since his reanimation. At first, he was just groaning and stumbling around. Now, he's speaking full sentences. And not just random words, actual memories are coming back, which is a huge problem because the dude has a taste for flesh and zero chill. In the escape, Slurp makes his way to Fairburn's office. And what does he do? Oh, just eat. Fairburn and Augustus Stonehurst. The twist? Before he chomps down on Stonehurst's Slurp, looks him dead in the eye and says, "Hello, old friend." Creepy doesn't even begin to cover it. So, yeah, the zombie's not only on the loose, but he's evolving, which might mean we're looking at a potential big bad for part 2. Slurp could easily become the smartest, most dangerous being in the entire show. And that's saying something in a series that includes psychic goth girls and shape-shifting monsters.
He doesn't say much.
What happened to him?
Search me.
Thornhill returns and dies. If you thought Season 1's villain, Marilyn Thornhill, was done for, think again. She's back, chained up at Willow Hill, and brought in to help fix Tyler, the infamous Hyde. Turns out, Tyler's still battling his darker side, and Fairburn wanted Thornhill's expertise to snap him out of it. Bad idea. Tyler has no love left for his former master. The moment he lays eyes on her, he nearly chokes her out. And when she tries to free him later, huge mistake. Tyler coldly tells her, "You're not my mother, you're my master." Or should I say you were? And just like that, he stabs her. Brutally. Thornhill bleeds out on the floor, begging for her life, while Tyler finally severs the last tie to his past manipulation. It's kind of poetic. She made the hide, and the hide unmade her. Tyler versus Wednesday. Round 2. After killing Thornhill, Tyler shifts into full hide form. And guess who he runs into during his escape? That's right, Wednesday herself. She's trying to help another outcast flee Willow Hill when Tyler appears, snarling and unhinged. But this is Wednesday we're talking about. She doesn't flinch, doesn't run. She stares him down like the unapologetic queen of creepy that she is. And what does she get in return? A one-way trip through a second-story window. Tyler throws her out like she's a ragdoll. She crashes to the ground, unconscious and bleeding, as Tyler leaps out after her, vanishing into the chaos of arriving police cars. So yeah, hide is free. Again, which basically means chaos is about to rain down on Nevermore, once more. What it all means. As Wednesday lies bleeding on the ground, we get a haunting voiceover. She says, "I've always dreamed of looking death in the face, but in my final moments, all I hear is my mother's words ringing in my ears. Maybe I have made everything worse, much worse." And honestly, she might be right. Let's recap everything that's gone wrong. Judy, the real villain, is still alive and on the run. Slurp, the zombie, is free and more intelligent than ever. Tyler, the hide, is loose and full of revenge. Thornhill is dead. Fairburn is dead. And worst of all, Wednesday's latest vision shows Enid's death, and nothing she's done so far has brought her any closer to stopping it. So yeah, things are not great.
And more fun goes to God.
What's next in part 2? With season 2 split in half, the wait for answers is going to feel eternal. But we do know one thing. This show loves to subvert expectations. Could Judy still be orchestrating everything from the shadows? Very likely. Her twisted experiments aren't just about power. They're about control. And now that she knows Wednesday is onto her, she'll be more dangerous than ever. What about Slurp? If he's truly regaining his intelligence, we might be looking at a Frankenstein's monster-style arc, where the creature starts questioning morality. Or maybe he just keeps eating people. As for Tyler, he's no longer under Thornhill's influence, which means we're finally going to see the real Hyde, unfiltered, angry, and terrifyingly free. His connection with Wednesday is long gone, and all that's left is violence. And what about Enid? That vision of her dying still hasn't come true, but it looms large. Whether it's fate or something Wednesday can still change is the big question moving forward. Final thoughts. Season 2 Part 1 gave us everything we love about Wednesday: dark humor, creepy mysteries, unhinged family dynamics, and a lead character who's equal parts sarcastic and emotionally complex. Jenna Ortega continues to dominate the role, and the show's ability to blend horror, comedy, and heart is unmatched. But now, we're left waiting to see if Wednesday survives, waiting to see if Enid dies, waiting to see what the hell Slurp becomes, and waiting to see who, if anyone, will finally put an end to this madness. September 3rd can't come fast enough.